Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about the 10 things I wish I knew before getting my kitty. Okay, so let's get started. The number one thing I wish I knew before getting my kitty was how low maintenance they are. Okay, I'm thinking, so okay, I have to train him how to use the litter box, and I was just like, you know what, let me see. I was asking my friend who's like a cat person. I adore her just because she had all the answers. She was like, oh, just what you do is put his paw on the litter box and, you know, just train him how to use the bathroom. So I didn't do it quite yet until maybe later on, and I'm like, okay, let me try this and see what happens. And little did I know, when he came out of the bathroom, because I had set up the litter box and in the bed and everything in the bathroom because he needed like a smaller space, but we're gonna get to that. So he came out and I saw it was like a little clumpy, and I was like, did he use the bathroom by himself? I was like pleasantly surprised. I was just like, wow, job done. Did hear some sources like, oh yeah, they're pretty low maintenance, independent, and you know, yada yada. But I guess I had to see it for myself. Number two, okay, so cats have high energy. Okay, oh my gosh. So I remember first taking him home, and I was with my boyfriend, and we took him home, and before we did, we went to Walmart and we got a few things like a litter box, litter, a few cat toys. What else? We got like a scratch post and like catnip and some other stuff. We went home, and then when we took him out of the box, he was very shy. He was so freaking shy, and you know, they did tell us to make sure the cat had like a small space. So I put him in my bathroom. There's like a little closet in my bathroom, so I set up the litter box in the bathroom along with his bed so that he can just adjust in a way, because I know this is a new home for him, and you know, we don't want to scare him or anything. So my boyfriend had to leave to go home, and I just remember how I was getting ready for bed and I just heard something, and I'm like, what the heck is that noise? And then I turned on the light and I'm like, ah! OMG, my freaking cat was on top of my suitcase, okay? I kid you not, he was on top of my suitcase. He freaking scared me, because I'm like, okay, this is like a 3-month-old kitten, and he's supposed to be really shy. He's supposed to be you know what I'm saying, very quiet and stuff like that. But no, as soon as I turned off the lights and I was getting ready for bed, he came out of nowhere. And I was just like, oh my gosh, freaking out. I had grabbed my phone, I took pictures and everything, and I called my boyfriend. I was like, oh my gosh, look at him. So I think I had ran to the bathroom and whatnot, and then he started running, and I kid you not, he went on my tapestry. He was hanging on my tapestry, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And it was just a little scary, because the way he looked back, you know. And they have these theories and, you know, things that they say about black cats, and don't believe that. You know, black cats is they're like any other cat. They're very cool, they're very chill, you know, come on, there's nothing wrong with them. So anyways, yeah, so he was on my tapestry, and I was trying to get him off. I was like, oh, little kitty, and then he jumped off, and then after that, I guess he went back into the bathroom, and he was still scared, of course, because this is his first night. So I was freaking scared. I didn't get any sleep. I kid you not, I got no sleep whatsoever, because I was hearing things fall down, and I'm like, that's the number one thing. You have to cat proof your home, okay, your room, whatever, because they get everywhere. They have high energy, and I was so freaking scared. But yeah, so high energy. Number 3, so I noticed that they do get really active at night as the week's gone on, because you know, when you're working during the day, they're like sleeping. It's like you're not near them, and you know what I'm saying? So they get active at night, and it's like you have to give all your attention to them, especially when they're a kitten. Bruh, look, they're babies. And I know one of the ladies at the shelters was saying that you need like a partner, like another kitten that's gonna be like playing around with, because they want to get into things, they want to, you know, so it's like a whole baby. And I wasn't I wasn't really aware, but I was aware, but I really wasn't aware, you know what I'm saying? Number 4, so they get into everything. This is kind of like pertaining to number 3, what I was just talking about. They get into every single thing. And I remember when I was going for training, I was starting my new job, and I would come home and like, yeah, like this is like my new kitten, so I didn't really know what to expect. I felt bad to leave him home. But what I noticed was when I would come home, come into my room, I would be looking for him. And I would look in all the places I think he would probably be at. Like I looked first inside the area that he has his bed and his litter box at. He wasn't in there. I looked under the bed. You know, my closets are closed, and I was like, where's my cat? You know? And little did I know, I looked behind the TV, and he was like right there. He was like scrunched up, and he was like, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, it was just so like, wow. Like he's doing all these high jumps and stuff. Like he's getting really crazy. Like not crazy, but like he's getting like hype. Another thing was, I remember I was going through my drawers, and I guess I left one drawer like halfway open, and I had left out the room, came back, and then I'm like, where's Vader? Where is he? I'm looking in the bathroom again, looking under my bed, looked behind the TV, didn't see him. And next thing you know it, I looked down. Well, yeah, I was like, I don't know. I looked down though, because I see my drawer was like halfway open. And before I was like gonna close it, I was just like kind of like moving around, and then I'm like, oh, are you serious? My cat was inside my drawer. So you have to like really you have to be really careful, because they get into anything, okay? He hopping on top of my desk, top of my shelves. I did go on vacation, I would say like 2 weeks after getting him from the shelter. And he spent time at my mom's house with my siblings, and I heard he was pretty good. What I did notice was he was always chilling by the window. My brother's window in his room is a little bit lower. It's not like this window, because it's the actual room. This is a room too, but it's like a basement room. And he just likes, you know, being by the window. So I thought of an idea where I should get like a wall mounted tree, so that it'll be easier for him to like go up and you know, just be near the window. And here it is. My boyfriend put it up for me. Thank you. You know who you are. Yeah, I was kind of iffy about it at first, because I saw that it is high, but then again, he has like my bed, so he goes on the bed and then he jumps up from the wooden thing, and then he's up there. And I think it's an amazing purchase. I got it off the Amazon. So hyped about it. Alright, so I forgot what number we were on. I think it's 5 now. Okay, so for number 5, what I did notice as well, they eat a lot. Alright, they eat so much. I tried to do it by where I'm giving him food like in the morning. I guess when I wake up, like I have to log into work, because now that I work from home, it's like I wake up like around 7 something, and then I gotta log into my computer. So I usually just dish out his food so that he's good or whatever. And then like usually I give him like a treat, like maybe like towards like my lunch break, like 12, 1 o'clock, whatever the case may be. And I see like he's just like, you know, following me, and he's like, meow, meow, meow. And I'm like, okay. And you know, the funniest thing I noticed that he had like a huge appetite is when I was getting like the can of food, and he was just like yeah, meow. And then what did he do? Like he was just like meowing at me. And then I was putting the food down, and I still had more food in the can, and I was putting it in, and he was just like, oh. Like he was really trying to eat the food while I'm still trying to put the food inside the plate. I'm like, bruh, are you serious? But yeah, they have a huge appetite. So yeah, I give him like wet food and dry food. Dry food more towards the afternoon, and then wet food in the morning and the night. Before, in the beginning, I used to give him half of the wet food and then half of the dry food. But I switched it up ever since I started talking to someone at the shelter. I was like, oh well, I'm trying to get enough answers because this is my first kitten, and I'm just like, you know, I want to do things the right way. So yeah, they got a big appetite, but make sure you put them on a schedule, because if you are giving them food at freaking 5 a.m. they're gonna wake you up. I kid you not. This happens to me. They're gonna wake you up meowing, okay? Meowing, like meow meow. Like, no, discipline them, okay? Okay. Number 6. So for number 6, I would say when you are playing with them, make sure you're not playing with your hands, because what I did notice was when I'm playing with my cat with my hands, he tends to like look at them, like, you know what I'm saying, like, or if I'm like not playing with him, like if I'm like no, and then he's like this, and he's like ah, and I'm like, oh no, don't do that, please don't. I kid you not, my boyfriend does this, and I'm like, please don't, because he tends to bite on the finger and it leaves little marks. Imagine him getting older and then thinking it's okay. It's not okay, trust me, it's not. So you don't want your fingers to be food, right? So please, I advise you guys not to play with your cat with your hands. If anything, pick up a little I forgot what these things are called. Pick up one of these, okay, and then like do that, okay, so that they can grab on this, not your fingers, okay, not your fingers. So yeah, I like this thing too. It's really cool. I got him a scratch post too. It's like freaking messed up now because he's been chewing on it. Oh yeah, for number 7. When you are getting litter, I noticed that their feces, their urine is very, very strong. So when you are getting litter, make sure, please, I kid you not, make sure you get some baking soda. It will deodorize everything. It will stop that odor. I had to literally buy some baking soda today because I noticed I had bought like a litter that was like Glade scented, and when he would poop or pee, I smelt it, and it was like, it's in my room. Like it's not in my room directly, but it's in my bathroom, but like my bathroom's in my room. So I would smell it. It would have this hard, smelly stench, and I'm like, oh nah, I gotta do something about it. I was Google searching, I was asking my cat whisperer friend, and everyone say baking soda. So I got baking soda, and I noticed that he went to the bathroom and I didn't really smell it as much, and I'm like, oh thank God. You don't want to be like taking the poop out every second. Like no, like you just filled up that litter box. You don't want to be wasting litter. So yeah, make sure when you get like litter, make sure it's low dust. Like yeah, it could be like 99.9% of, you know, no dust, because that's what the lady at the shelter told me as well, to make sure it's like either dust free or low dust. Also another thing is be careful with the litter that you get. I had to learn this the hard way. The 2 litter boxes that I got, when he would use the bathroom and come out of the litter box, it would track mud. Okay, like, so it would just like stick onto him. He's like rubbing it against the ground or whatever. It would track the litter. And I'm like, oh nah. So I had to get like one of the litter mats so that when he steps out of the litter box, he just dusts his feet off on the litter mat. So that's another thing. So I would say pertaining to number 3 and 4, when I was mentioning about the making sure, I think I mentioned it already, like doing like a hour play before you go to bed with the cat, because they will keep you freaking up. Number 8 or number 9, whatever this one is, make sure you are making them more like independent in a way. Like, don't make them too dependent on you, because they're gonna think that every time they meow and all this stuff that they're gonna get their way. Like, no. If I tell you to get off the bed, get off the bed. You're not gonna be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to learn, especially at this age, 3 months old. They have to learn. That's it. Skip to number 10, because I feel like I can't really think of anything else at the moment. Yeah, so if you have a kitten, basically make sure you have like enough toys where they can play with. I know my kitten right now is teething, so he's been biting on everything and it's not good. So just be careful what you have around the cat, because they are going to get into it or they're gonna chew on it. So that's all I really have to say at the moment. I don't really know what else. Oh yes, so I noticed that I started getting like itchy eyes. So I'm like, okay, I must be allergic to my cat. My boyfriend doesn't even think I'm allergic, but I know I'm allergic. I know my body, because why randomly I'm like, my eyes are so itchy, you know what I'm saying, and it turns red and da da da. So what I did was I bought this bottle called Allerpet. It's a cat dander remover. It's safe, non-irritating, non-toxic, reduce cat dander in the home, scientifically proven results. Yeah. So I'm like, I want to hold my cat more. So I noticed when I would hold him, I would start feeling itchy. So I'm like, what the heck? Why do I feel itchy? I'm allergic. And then I also got this today from Walmart. It's a vanilla coconut deodorizing wipes. Gently wipes away dirt and algae causing dander. So this is another thing to like replace, I guess, like bathing them, because I know they're not like a big fan of water. So I've heard. I got these wipes. It's made with aloe, vitamin E, and organic oat extract. pH balance for cats, cruelty free. So yeah, I just recommend if you are allergic, because I'm pretty sure like most of the population that has kittens or dogs or whatever, I'm pretty sure they're allergic, but then they also find a solution for it, because, you know, like, they're so freaking stinking cute, you know what I'm saying? I have to set him up with a vet. They did call me earlier, so I have to give them a call. Definitely want to have pet insurance, because then God forbid something happens to your pet, your dog, cat, whatever the case may be, you don't want to pay no high fees. So I'm gonna call them back and see what they're saying. Hopefully, you know, they're gonna tell me to put down some kind of payment, but I'll just have to see. But other than that, like, I'm very happy with my kitten. He's actually sleeping right now. That's why I haven't like picked him up throughout the video. He's sleeping, and I really don't even want him sleeping at the moment, because that means he's gonna try to keep me up at night, and we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. No, sis, no, we ain't doing that. So I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna let you guys say hi. Yeah, I kind of scared him for a second. Hold on. Alrighty, so he was sleeping, and I'm like, I woke him up. Hey, baby. Hey. He's probably upset because I just woke him up. Hey. He's looking at me like, what? Hi, Puss in Boots. Hi. Our favorite movie is Shrek. Stop it. Yeah, he gets nervous sometimes, but you guys see Vader. I'm gonna leave him alone now. But this is my baby. We gotta take a picture too. See, I feel so good to just hold him, and I don't feel itchy or anything just because of those wipes. And it's not a paid promotion either. Okay? It's not. It's not advertised. Are you okay? Alright. Alright, you guys. Talk to you guys later. Say bye, Vader. Vader, say bye. 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 Peace.